So, I am here. It is 6 a.m. at the Snow Lake Trail at Snoqualmie Pass. And right now, everything is banked in with fog, but that should burn off. Now, the trailhead is for Snow Lake, but there's an entire chain of lakes beyond the trail, and that is what I'm hoping to do today. Popular lake beyond that is Gem Lake, but I'm hoping to even take it a step further and make it to Lower or even Upper Wildcat Lake. So we'll have to see how my pace goes. I think I'm gonna be happy if I make it to Gem, but the ultimate goal is making it to Upper Wildcat. We're looking at around 15 miles round trip, and just over 4,000 feet of elevation gain. So should be a good day. There are already a few people on the trail with me here. This has been very popular all summer. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll be able to film more once the sun properly comes out and burns us off. So I just passed the junction from Snow Lake and Source Lake. I'm just going real quick on this spur to Source Lake, just to get this view. Check it out. That is an alpine sunrise. So I've properly started climbing switchbacks, which is good, and climb back into the clouds. So those views I was showing you earlier were short-lived, but promising of what is to come. And I'm coming up on a turn here at the switchbacks, which is usually a really good viewpoint, but we're back inside the clouds, so not much to see yet. You can see the sheer cliff face behind me, which is really cool. The switchback curves up around here, and it's kind of funny because I've been to Snow Lake before, and I did this hike about 5 years ago, and at the time it was the most difficult hike I'd done. I hadn't done a lot of things that involved elevation gain or anything like that, and climbing almost 2,000 feet in switchbacks and on this rocky terrain was quite difficult, but this was actually one of the hikes that really got me into wanting to be outdoors more, and also my love for alpine lakes. Those are without question my favorite hikes, and I'm very excited to see Snow Lake again, even though that's not the main objective today. It is still going to be quite beautiful, and it'll be really nice to see it again. All right, so I made it to the top of the switchbacks. So now what I have to do is descend into the basin with Snow Lake. But the more important thing is there's blue sky. Ah, I'm so happy. Hiking early in the morning, it is really something to start in fog or in clouds and watch the sun slowly burn everything off. It is just magic. But it is funny. As I was saying, like 5-7 years ago, this was the hardest climb I've done. And this really didn't feel too bad this time. But you know, 7 years ago, I never would have thought I was going to do things like climb Mount St. Helens or anything crazy like that. That all seemed like something other people did, not me. But here I am. And oh my gosh, I'm getting my first view of the lake. I don't know if this is coming out on camera at all, but there's a pika right there. So, as you can see, I made it to Snow Lake, and the sunrise is beautiful, as expected. And I'm going to be continuing on to Gem Lake, following the right-hand trail around the lake. But first, it's time for a quick snack break and sunscreen, and then on to Gem Lake and hopefully Lower and Upper Wildcat. But yeah, I'm going to be here for a few minutes and just enjoy the view because, oh my gosh, if you're going to do alpine lakes, do them early. Look at this 360. Getting our first proper look at how just beautifully blue this water is. And this part of the trail is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Just look at this. Even if you don't come and do GEM, coming around snow and seeing it from all angles is just beautiful. Especially with the clouds burning off, it's gorgeous. Because I am once again inside of a cloud, and yeah, in this video, if my hair looks wet, it is not because I went swimming or because I'm sweaty. It is just so humid here, and that's the reason. It's almost been raining in some sections. I'm still on the climb to GEM, but the meadows, as you get higher, just get more and more beautiful. And I'm once again out of the cloud, so I'm getting some proper views, and it's just beautiful. The switchbacks are not too bad. You know, it's steep, but I'd say it's about what you'd expect. It's nothing too crazy hard or anything like that. So I am on the final approach up into Gem Lake, and this part of the trail has been amazing. You're climbing and you still actually have views of Snow Lake most of the way, but also there's just like, I've passed I think 4 beautiful little tarns coming up. So, you know, it's kind of like you get 2 lakes so far on this trail, but also just these meadows and other small little pools of water. It's beautiful, but I am done with the climbing. I just need to cross on over into this basin and we'll see the lake. So, I have made it here to Gem Lake, and I made it here in just under 3 hours, and I'm deciding that instead of pushing on to the rest of the lakes, that I am going to stay here and enjoy the lake more and have time to take more pictures and stuff. I also I'm just not feeling the push today, so I'm definitely gonna spend some time here enjoying this lake, because I think I definitely could push on, but I want to enjoy the lakes that I have, and also I am not looking forward to dropping 2,000 feet pretty sharply and then having to ascend that on the way back, and I want to be home for dinner, so we'll make this a 10-mile day instead of a 15-mile day, and I think, you know what, I think Gem Lake is enough all on its own. That lake is actually really deep. Oh my gosh, it's so blue. I can see so far down. There's a big shelf there. Well, I am going to start heading back now. This has been beautiful, and if you want solitude here along this trail, Gem Lake is the one to come to. This water, the sun is hitting the water, and I can actually see the bottom of the lake. I don't know how well it's going to come through on camera, but it's just this beautiful blue. You can see my shadow. And then these mountains are also amazing. Yeah, it's worth it to get away from the crowds at Snow Lake to push for Gem. And yeah, I'll be able to make good time back if I turn around now. So I'll be able to get some beautiful shots of snow and all those beautiful little tarns now that the clouds have cleared as well. even though I turned back a little bit before I had planned because I wasn't feeling fantastic. I always say I'd much rather be miserable and not feeling great up in the mountains than back home in front of my desk. So this has been beautiful, and oh my gosh, this return climb is gonna be spectacular. It already is just beautiful. The way the late morning light is catching on all the water, and all of the clouds have cleared off of Snow Lake, so we're in for some beautiful views coming back. Oh my gosh, these meadows up here, once you get to close to Gem Lake elevation, are also just gorgeous. Although I realize that coming from me, that might not mean much because I am a sucker for alpine meadows, and so I'm not really sure you're gonna catch me saying that they weren't that great. But once again, beautiful alpine meadows, beautiful alpine lakes. I mean, what more do you need? Yeah, this far end view of snow is beautiful, and oh, you can see so deep into the water now. And then the cliffs also, oh my gosh. This is a much better view of the cliffs I was talking about earlier. Look how steep these are. This is I don't know how many feet that is, but it's a lot. It is. That is just sheer cliff face. So behind me is the tarn that was all fogged in when I was ascending, and now you can just see it's absolutely beautiful, and you can even see a sliver of snow back in the distance. This is definitely the most beautiful of the little tarns that lead up to Gem, I think. It's really nice getting to see it in the sun this time. When I was hiking out of the parking lot this morning, there were quite a few parties that were passing me, or that I was passing, going up to Snow. So even getting here early wasn't enough to have a completely solitary trail experience. But I mean, I definitely knew that going into this one. This has been a very popular trail, and it has only gotten more popular in recent years. And I mean, rightfully so. It is definitely one of the most accessible hikes out of Seattle, and it is beautiful. I'm getting wind from off this valley. Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. I've actually even gotten a very slight peekaboo view of Glacier Peak. I am quite certain it is not going to come out on camera, but it is there. I saw Glacier Peak for the first time actually when I went to Blanca earlier this year. So it's been a real treat because it's one of the more obscure Washington volcanoes that not a lot of people get to see up close. And I mean, I still haven't, so. Coming back up on Snow Lake, this view is amazing, as all the views have been, but also approaching the crowds. The tranquility of Gem Lake is gone. Last view of Snow Lake. Gem Lake is up there between those two small peaks. There's the car all the way down there. Oh, and here's that view we missed earlier. Beautiful, beautiful view. I made it back to the car. It took me just under 6 hours and I was moving very slow. Yeah, it was almost impossible to film the way down. There were so many people. I'm here on Labor Day and I came at the crack of dawn. Like, I was here before sunrise and there were already people getting out on the trail. So this is a popular one. This is not one you come to for solitude, although solitude can be found at Gem Lake. Once I passed Snow Lake, the people tapered off and, you know, I got those beautiful moments of being alone in the Alpine Lakes wilderness. One thing I wanted to say is, like, I had been to Snow Lake before and I thought I remembered it well, but Snow Lake definitely does have a commanding grandeur to it that I really hope comes through in the footage. It is something. It's not a place for solitude, but the lake itself is quite spectacular. The sheer cliffs and the beautiful deep blue water. And Gem Lake has that small, secluded, quiet beauty, I would say. Just comparing the two lakes that I saw today. Yeah, and so I'm kind of glad that I decided not to push for the other two lakes because I'm not sure I really had it in me to do like an 8 to 10 hour day today. I think this was just about perfect and I will save those lakes for another adventure. Yeah, and I don't know exactly how much elevation gain or exactly how long this was. I think it was around just under 3,000 and probably 10 miles, but I'll put that, all the stats below here when I'm talking about it. But it was a great day out on the trail. I met a lot of really great people and saw some really, really cute dogs. It's always a good day on the trail in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness here in Washington.